All right. This is where we're supposed to be. That's the guy we're supposed to see.
Indeed, indeed.
Howdy.
Greetings. I take it, Mr. Coyote.
That
And
would
the
be
rest.
me.
I see. Quite characteristic. And the rest of you? Do we know each other, or are you new acquaintances?
Yeah, you can call me the Black Mask or something.
I see. And the madame?
You can call me Alexa.
I see. Well, whether we know each other or not matters not to me in the end. It is a pleasure to be making your acquaintance on this fine day. I did intend for this meeting to transpire in the morning, but I suppose day works as well. I'm currently in the process of getting back upon my feet, as Bo kindly put it. Afterwards, I take it all would be quite inclined for a little withdrawal.
Oh, of
Well,
course.
I'm always a little light in the pockets. I could use more.
Aren't we all? Quite a trend amongst our trade, especially in these new trying times of transition, so to speak. In that case, why don't we make our way to the Bastille? Lighten
Hang on,
up a
wait
little
minute,
bit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Go on.
All right, he's not the guy. All right, you're good to go.
An unassuming stable boy. Now then, a Bastille, a few drinks, perhaps, though I would not recommend. And whilst you do that, I will set myself up with a bit of a wardrobe upgrade. And then we will discuss further planning.
Sounds
That sounds
dandy.
wonderful. I am thirsty. It was a long ride down here.
So
Did
I
a lot of
expected.
talking.
It's very dry.
Indeed. Off then.
You'll grow to love me.
Last time I ran into him, we ended up in a gang war.
Yes, you don't have to remind me.
I think in this case you might have to.
Here, I got some things for your horse
If you
here
mean
real
the
quick.
incident, then I was barely involved. I just gave them a little nudge.
Little kick in the pants, if you will.
I don't think he's a vampire.
You know, I'm starting to believe what Jess was saying.
Ready for this bank job up there, Mr. Bo?
Shit. Yeah, I'm ready. We're gonna be here for hours while that fella changes his clothes, so.
That's okay.
Reminds me of some old man that I know.
Yeah, old men tend to like to take their time when they know they got no time left.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Y'all want a little backstory
Backstory on what exactly?
on that fella?
Hey, how did you come to meet this fancy pants?
A long time ago, he showed me everything I know. He met him robbing a bank one time. Actually, he actually took Whistler hostage.
Jeez.
He's a good guy though, very serious, but he's taught me everything. He used to run our crew, and he spent some time overseas. You know, went on a little bit of a vacation with his earnings, from what I understand.
Is he back now?
Well, we'll see for how long. He tends to come and go.
Start gang wars and then leave.
Yes, pretty much.
But thankfully, there's no gangs to start wars with this time yet.
Not yet.
Kind of hoping it comes soon. No, I kind of like that stuff.
Oh, you like the gang wars?
I like war. I like shooting shit. Kind of a psychopath.
It's fair enough. I don't know how the hell we're going to a bank. I don't think there's any law around.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
But I can tell you,
really?
it'll go straight from bank to road work, real quick.
But I don't have a lot of time.
Well, don't you look dapper?
Don't you look not?
And you know, you don't need to look so fancy. I guess if you're gonna die, might as well die in something you like.
Exactly. Treat
I prefer-
every day as a possible funeral. Isn't that a good philosophy?
It is a
Can be.
philosophy.
I figure if I'm gonna die comfortable.
Might as well die in your pajamas.
Well, why don't you go and rob a bank in some as well? Seems like a good plan. Now then, as somebody who's been away from business for quite some time, I may have lost touch on how we do things. But regardless, I have heard that our market, it has in fact shifted, has it not?
Yeah. It well, last I checked,
The last man was killed, wasn't he?
he was. They moved to last man is in Mexico, as far as I'm aware. Was the one.
Oh, well, isn't
You
that
mean
com-
Jared died? Damn.
Yep, Jerry's gone.
Well, I trust
guy.
as somebody who's been around for quite some time, you might have known.
No, after everything kind of went up in flames, I went out to Tahiti with all my money.
Hmm.
I came back with none of it and no memory of Tahiti.
You know, funny story. We were both in Tahiti, but I guess we were on different sides.
It ain't a
Intriguing.
big place. I'm surprised about that.
Now
Well,
we should have a
it's-
backup plan here, Mr. Oxford,
Well,
just in case those banks are closed for business.
certainly. Now, coming up with a backup plan for this kind of thing is always so difficult, but road work is ever so enticing, is it not? Now,
It's
if
true,
they
there
do
is-
happen to be closed for business, I'm not exactly certain what our options are in the first place.
Well,
What pool we can choose from.
there's a wagon. There's we
Yes.
found this fellow named Stewie. He gives us good tips on these wagons that are carrying a lot of loot.
Interesting. Are they federal?
Yeah, they're quite federal.
Lawmen have a hard time responding to those, so it's a smash and grab kind of job.
Not bad. What about trains? The rails been busy?
Well, the government's working on them rails right now, as far as I'm aware. Have you heard anything on that, Coyote? Any
Nah,
rumblings
the
on
wind
street?
winds are usually wiping out the wick on the dynamite, so they're not going off like they should be. It's not a good job.
I see. They're always something, isn't there? We should look into a new provider for those. But in the meantime, I suppose if this plan fails, then those wagons might be a good idea to try. Considering I have not yet encountered this Stewie guy you mentioned.
Oh yeah, we can.
Yes, I have not met him, neither do I know of the trustworthiness of his hints, but if you mention him so fondly, then it might mean that he's of some use.
It's been good to me so far.
Well, that's good to hear, and we can say I trust him then. Now, speaking of tools for the job, do we have any?
Oh yeah, we've got plenty of them. I've got them all
Perfect.
on my cart. I just gotta pull my cart from the stable, and that's all.
Yes. Well, let us discuss the plan of action. Now, if we're planning to withdraw our funds from this particular establishment in this city, I'm afraid I don't really have much. Saint-Denis tends to be a little difficult to get around. Neither do I recommend stationing anybody on roofs, as you understand. It is quite a common practice in our field, and I'm quite certain that the law is catching up quite quickly on the fact that it happens. Unless, of course, you've got other news. But
Well, the bank here is quite interesting in Saint Denis. See, you blow out the vaults, and there's a wall on the right hand side that leads into an alleyway. You could blow that thing out and make a pretty good escape.
you can you?
You can.
French infrastructure, you know.
Yes, quite aware. Now then, we do have the tools for that as well, don't we? We have the charges to spare.
We do. Let me you don't mind waiting for a minute. Let me just make sure it's
Yeah,
on
of
my
course,
card. If
we'll wait
not,
for you.
then I'll have to ride up to the house. But we'll see.
blowing through a wall. It is a quick... It is a quick means, but going to create quite a bit of ruckus. Not bad.
Oh, it'll definitely make a ruckus. And then when we leave, we're gonna have to worry about that vampire coming around to check things out if we wait too long.
He's been on something about vampires lately. I'm not really sure.
He's
What do you
been,
speak of?
having some conspiracy.
Everybody knows about the vampire Saint Denis.
Pray tell, I don't happen to.
Well, it's a vampire in Saint Denis.
Yes, I gathered as much from what you said. What basis do you have to assume that?
I met him. He's around. He
Yeah,
told
he
me
doesn't
he's
really say
tired of
much
people
else, so-
getting.
I know
He's
I
tired
might
of
be
people
hideous
getting
in the
too liquored
mornings,
up.
but to that extent.
No, it's not you. It's not you. Because you wanted to meet us. See, we came here in the daytime. I thought it might have been you, but it wasn't you. But see, that vampire, he told me he's tired of people getting too drunk here at the Bastille at night and walking home. Because then he's trying to go out and get his lunch. And then when
What
he
in
comes
the
across
hell?
somebody who's been drinking here for too long, takes a little sip of him, well, the intoxication transfers over, you see. That's science. See, you get that blood that mixes with the alcohol. Now that vampire, he getting drunk and he's getting awfully tired of getting drunk in the middle of the day middle of the night really, but it's his day.
Yes, I understand. We'll talk about this Saint Denis haunting some other time.
Well, no, the primary concern is if we blow up that wall and it's too late at night, that vampire might come poking around. We're gonna have to contend with him
Yes,
now too.
and drink our blood. One mythical creature against what?
Well, it ain't a myth. I talked to him myself. He told me
Yes,
stop
yes,
drinking so much
I'm
at the
quite
bar at night.
fond of your stories. Another time.
And he's quite
Alright.
an interesting fella.
Yes, very interesting indeed.
Back to
Now,
business.
Mr. Thompson, do tell. What news?
Hang
from
Hang
your
on, how
wagon?
old are you?
I have picks. I have one big bomb. I reckon we need another big bomb and one small bomb. Does anybody have any of those on their
At my
A
horses?
house.
small bomb. I got a small bomb on my horse.
Okay,
I got a big bomb on my wagon.
that'll work. We just need to pull them all together and then we'll make it happen.
Good. Team works. Essential. Now then.
I've got the hardwood for the steaks too.
Good. I'm very fond of that. Very good. Now, why don't we take a little walk around the establishment, see what we can figure out about this,
Thank you for that.
Don't be unprepared. That's the important thing.
Who the hell just put hardware in my pocket?
this
Who do you
man's
think?
sliding
It's a
hardwood
steak.
into our pockets. Need to carve the steak myself. You could have at least taken the liberty to do that.
Oh hell, yeah, we're just walking, right? Okay.
You
Oh,
know,
I'm
Given our
aware.
current pace, I wouldn't say this is a walk. It's more of like a canter.
You trained me well enough to know how
appreciate
these
your
things go.
detail, or attention to detail, rather. The leftmost wall.
Here, look both ways before you cross.
No, this is
Thank
the
you,
other way I was
Black
talking
Mask.
about.
Yes.
Look sharp. Stay alive. All right. We don't want him coming around no corners at us.
All right, right here is the best.
If you hear any screaming back here, you get out.
So right here is the best place to make your escape from inside.
By taking the main entrance.
That's correct. The problem being is these vaults have very large bags that you have to carry on your shoulder. Now, if we just go with what's at the counter, you're still a fun picking, but there's not these large bags to carry. So making this
see.
escape would be quite difficult carrying bags.
Yes, I presume as much. Even if we didn't, as I say, this wall escape isn't exactly the most useful, as far as I can tell.
It's not, but it's necessary. See, these doors lock when the banker locks them
Oh, and if
doors.
they lock, you mean that... Huh. Are the locks strong enough to hold the law back as well?
They are, yes.
Not bad. It creates a natural choke point here at this little hole.
It's quite the distraction. So when this wall blows up, those locks kind of malfunction and those doors open up on the inside again.
Hmm.
So, but however, it grabs the attention of the law on this side,
I
typically.
see, yes.
And
Well, and
you
it
know,
does also create another point from them to enter and shoot at us.
true.
This is, in fact, quite difficult.
I've never been a big fan of Saint Denis, to be honest.
Yes, me neither. When it comes to our line of work, of course. Otherwise, I do quite like it.
I do vote for a wagon head.
Well, I believe it would still be prudent to try, even if it isn't this particular establishment. The establishment is worthy of an attempt, so to speak. What do you people think?
Well, Rhodes is just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Well, all for roads?
Yeah, we can.
Indeed. Then roads it is. It's quite a little more straightforward as well, and easier to keep track of. Is the back door at Rhodes functional?
It is.
Or is
It's
it still welded shut?
operates a lot like this, except the doors don't lock.
I see.
Exactly.
Well,
So
hang
you
on
That
for a
will be
second.
a little bit better.
There's an important
Little bit.
question that needs to be answered. Whose horse is this? That's the damn question.
Oh hell, that's. Oh, hold on now. That's my horse. Let me get.
I'm getting
Oh,
get past you. Hang on now.
He's quite attached to me.
It's unnaturally attached. Now hang
All right,
on.
now when we're calling our horses, make sure we're all spread apart here. All right. Here's the plan now. Riding in the roads, we're going to take the train tracks around the back. We can hatch a plan from there. That way we're not seen running through town. It's the best way I've found.
Good idea.
Did we lose him already?
Yeah, I think your
There he is.
professor friend got lost.
I see him. I
Hey,
don't know where he went overseas, but
I
good lord.
told you those things with confidence. I open your eyes to the world beyond the world, and you're just gonna play me like that in front of everybody? Come on.
Oh my god. You're talking about vampires and shit. Hey, what do you think is gonna happen?
All right. You mark my words. You mark my words.
Swapping stupid my head.
You see that person up there?
I did. I was trying
That's
to
a
decide
bad
if that's a.
omen.
It could be a doctor. Where is he going?
Probably avoiding people. I'll go down with him.
Medical doctor?
I'm unsure. It looked like one, but there's only one way to find out.
I don't believe it was two people on a horse, was it?
It was only one.
Good. Well then, why don't you set yourselves up with your equipment first? Make certain everything is ready. And if you don't mind, I would like to hold on to some of those keys.
I understood. Here you go. Now, them dial locks, they don't really need keys.
They don't?
Not, well, what kind of dial lock would it be if it needs a lockpick?
Well, yes. Yes, but are there no...
There are in the front, not the cash registers.
I see.
However, it's a
Maybe
bit
that
different
small
from what
bomb
you
in the
recall.
corner.
They changed the locks, you know? It's a bit of I don't know. It's a different book, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I see.
I think you'll understand it, though. I'm sure you've read that book.
Well, only one way to find out, I suppose, and that is through practice, and practice alone.
Now, we need
You
a...
need that small bomb anymore? No.
No, we just need one more big bomb.
Thank God. I didn't want to have to go home.
We need another big bomb. Is that what we need?
Now, another option, too, is if this goes south, two of us could split off and we could focus on that gunsmith right there. It depends on how many
Wants
law
it?
are currently on duty.
Alright, so what's the plan?
Join you once I'm done with the first ones. Who wishes to take on the role of honorary negotiator whilst I'm busy?
I reckon that Black Mass there has been quite good at that in the past.
What am I good at? I'm so sorry.
Talking.
Oh yeah, I can do
And
that.
not remembering things, it seems.
Oh,
He's
no,
got the gift of gab.
I'm just having a hard time here.
I
You-
understand.
Now, I remember you saying you got much time there.
Yeah,
You got time for this, or?
kind of. We've cut it close if this works. Which I don't mind, but we just gotta be quick.
All right. In that case, no time to waste. We all know our roles, and let's just set up a little meeting location, shall we?
Shall we blow up the back door? So that you can blow up that wall and go in
If we
through
have
that way.
the means for it, we shall do it. However, closer to the end of our ordeal, if that is fine with you.
You have to do it from the start.
You do.
From outside, not inside.
Oh,
Now, you can choose to do it or not. It's just the entry and exit way.
I
Go both ways. So, let's just do it how we're used to doing it and just use the front door.
understood. Well for the first time, I suppose. Now, afterwards, I'm uncertain where we'll be exchanging the goods, but I believe that next station would be a good point to it.
I will be. Now, if we got those big bags, I mean, I reckon it only ends up like it, so we'll be at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Alright. Well, I'm ready. I'll start and see what happens. Back door is active, and then local law is going to show up if this works.
I see.
Not
Well, let's guard the
It ain't-
perimeter.
It seems it's closed. Bank is closed at this current juncture in time.
Damn.
Well, we got two other options.
Indeed we do. Let us attempt the gunsmith then, as we talked.
Two are going to have to peel off. With that, we can only
Yeah,
have three.
I'll go up on the roof here.
I reckon if you two had to go anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit off on the.
I'll
Fair
go
enough.
up on-
Understood. I do
Just
hope
too
we'll
many,
have
so
more
I'll-
opportunities in the future, Sam.
Same. Seem
Indeed.
very fancy and seem to know what to do.
Like you did before.
Yeah,
I
I
try
get-
my
yeah.
best.
Okay, that works.
I also like your head.
The feeling is mutual.
Seems to mean business. Well, I hope
Yes.
your gunsmith
Yes,
bitches
it
work
does.
out for you.
Indeed.
Off the work.
Buddy.
Same to you.
Be safe now.
You have a good nap there, hon.